Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are down on the floor because I just don't have energy to be up there in that chair, but also because it's a situation. So we have a little Chanel show and tell, but also I've been hard at work with shoes. So here's the thing with Chanel shoes. Here's my policy in general. I wear Chanel flats like no other, and I will buy them and wear them and literally wear them until they're dead and gone. You know, you can have them refurbished a few times, but just the amount that I'm wearing these shoes day in, day out, I will literally wear it until it's dead. And then when it's like a dead dying shoe gone from this world, you can still like sell it to someone with more skill or energy or whatever for like $100 for like a raggedy piece of who am I to judge? Someone braver and craftier than me will know what to do with that. But I love Chanel shoes. They're so good. In particular, the flats. So I have 4 pairs of shoes to talk through and then a little bit of ready to wear. And the ready to wear is like really cool, fun, and exciting. So let's get into it. This is a variety of seasons. We have C, we have K, we have X. What? So it's gonna be like a long Chanel love fest, a long discussion on how we're selecting things, how we pick it, how we feel about it, buy now, wear later, buy now, wear forever, etc. Okay, so let's get into it. This first pair of shoes, I'm afraid to show you. I'm afraid to talk about. This is like a personal thing. This isn't like, I'm not asking for input on these, frankly. And so any comment that I get down below about how ugly you think they are, just know that that's like, you're on the fast path to getting blocked because I'm not asking. Okay, I'm showing, I'm telling. But these shoes, I will say, I acknowledge, it is an ugly cute. Okay, so it's cute to me, but I acknowledge that it's ugly. I'm not asking if you think it's ugly or not, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be jealous if you don't buy these right now. These are a Chanel boat shoe. They are suede. They're like semi-distressed already. Like the rubber is kind of like this off-white color and like a painted toe. And I'm just telling you, this is the shoe for spring. I already feel it in my bones. This is the next step. You know, everyone was wearing those like Prada and Miu Miu boat shoes that were like pre-broken in. This is the phase 2, and this is for the Chanel girlies only. Oh, there she goes. See, that's why I'm down on the ground. The champagne gold chain leather strap with the little CC charm. I cannot. The most beautiful shade of suede. Theirs are just like so perfect. So on sizing, I actually went half a size down on these. It said they ran big. I didn't feel like they ran big, but I have a really high instep, but then I loosened these bows. That's why the bows are coming undone right now. They don't look that great, but I wanted to just try them on before I did show and tell with you guys, so we could tie the bows cuter for when we actually wear them. I'm going to Scotch Guard spray them so that they are a little bit more resistant, but honestly, these getting beaten up and worn in is a part of the look. It's a part of the look. It's ugly cute. The girls that get it, and the ones that don't. This is not a peanut gallery time for you to tell me how ugly my shoes are. You can say ugly cute only, okay? But they're really good, and if you don't understand it, I'm just telling you, wait 6 months. This is like the 22 bag kind of situation. Like everyone's gonna need these. I think they come in a few different colors. I like this color. And I just see it like jean shorts, crop jeans, dresses, like all spring and summer long. This one on the beach, on vacay, in Mexico, in Hawaii, like this is the situation. Love. And these were from, Cruise, I believe. That's why they're so cruisy. Yeah, 26C. And I took a 38 and a half. And I'm normally always pretty much a 39. And the price isn't on here, but I want to say it was like $1,200 or something like that. Chanel shoes, that's what they're costing now. This next pair, this is actually from Kay. And so these took a while to show up, and I got them in a normal 39. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough. I feel like with the change in the weather, I just have this kind of dry cough that will not go away. And I was sick in bed for a while. I think I told you guys, I've been like working like crazy. Anyway, we knew that these were coming when Kay came out. It just took a while for them to show up, and some things are just like that. And I don't know why some things are and some things aren't, but look at how perfect. I think I showed you guys that I got the blue ones. I also got the blue ones. The blue, they're kind of like a nice denim-y blue. And these are really, they're kind of like a lilac pink, actually. They're not like a pinky pink. I feel like they're like a lilac pink, kind of like how the blue ones were, they were like in between like denim blue and Tiffany blue. But this, what do I like about these? Chanel does flats several different ways. They do different fabrics on the toe, and they do different material on the bottom. I like the shiny bottom ones. I feel like these ones don't wear out as fast as the ones that are suede on the bottom. However, these are a lambskin toe, and my preference is normally a fabric toe because I think the fabric toe doesn't get scuffed as easily as the lambskin toe. I also like a patent toe, but the thing about a patent toe is a patent toe can be a little bit tighter on the toe box because it's not as soft. And so you just have to be a little bit more conscious and aware and careful with these. This is a deep dive on Chanel flats. Also, I will say that the quilting on these, the stitching, also makes them a little bit tighter. So I don't really size up in Chanel flats, but the reasons why you might size up, depending on, it's like everyone's foot is shaped differently. And so sizing is so relative. I mean, for everything, but especially shoe sizing is really hard because 139, like not all 39s are created equal. And what would cause me to size up in a shoe might not be what would cause you to size up in a shoe, because I have a tall instep, but I don't really have a wide foot. But some people with like a wide foot might need to size up for wide foot reasons, or some people with really long toes might need to size up for long toe. Like, you know, it's all depends on the shape of your foot. I have a high instep, but otherwise like pretty standard fit. Anyway, all that's to say the quilting can sometimes make these a little bit tighter. So you might, depending on the shape of your foot, need to size up because of the quilting. I don't. It's just a little bit tighter, and they don't stretch out as easily because it's kind of like thicker. There's more padding here than just like if it was not quilted. Same with the patent toe. The patent toe can also run small in the toe box. The more you know. And like I said, these bottoms are hard wearing because it's like a coating on the leather, and then there's like raw leather bottoms. Like these next ones will be a great example. So these ones are from also C, and this is a re-release colorway, which they don't often do with flats. Usually with flats, it's like like they'll come out with another pink flat, but it'll be like slightly different. It won't be quilted. It will be different, you know, like the combination's different. These I feel like are exactly the same. I need to go back and reference, but because they were so popular the first time. So these are from Cruise. These are dark gold flats. I believe that these are the same as the ones that came out for, I don't know what season it was, but I got the silver pair the first time they came out and not the gold, and I regretted not getting both. So the gold is out again, and it's like a very textured sort of gold color. This time they came out with light gold and dark gold and not silver. So I'm glad I got the silver the first time actually, and now I can have the gold. So these ones, so like I was saying, look, so these ones are just one layer of lambskin leather. So is it lambskin? I have to look at the box. So they'll be like a little bit more stretchy and not as tight fitting. Laminated lambskin. Not as tight fitting as the quilted. And then if you look at the bottoms, these are the ones with the kind of untreated leather bottom versus the coated bottom. And so these really are for good weather. You cannot, like if it's a little wet out, I would not wear this because it's literally like suede on the bottom. So, but they have the ribbon grosgrain ribbon on the toe, which is like, it's hard to scuff this ribbon. It's really hard wearing. So these are really good. And I feel like these, it's dark gold, but I still feel like it's springy, summery in a way. You know, it's like, it's very spring, summer sort of color shoe vibe. And these are really, really super soft. They're so soft even that you can see that the tissue paper left indentations in the toe. Like that's how soft the lambskin. I don't know if you can see that. It will go away now that the tissue paper is not, but there was like so harshly stuffed with the tissue paper. The tissue paper left little like indents in the lambskin. That's how soft it is. Okay. Soft, soft. Whereas this is like indestructible, except for you could scuff the toe. Trade-offs. Okay. This is everything you need to know about Chanel flats. I also got a 39, even though these could run big because of how soft the leather is. So if you like stretch, so you could stretch. So what happened to me with some of my shoes is before I lost weight, actually my foot was bigger, my foot lost weight. And while I'm still a 39 now, as I was then, the 39s that I had then are too stretched out. And so some of them are slipping off, but I'm still a 39. I just won't stretch it out as much, if that makes sense. Anyway, so these are these. These ones, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I need you to join me for my PhD in Chanel flats, okay? These ones were a surprise launch, surprise collection. They are 25X, which is a holiday collection. They're saying it's the first time Chanel has ever done a holiday collection. They've done a holiday collection before, but it was so long ago and it was only one time. It didn't really count. So it's like they've never done it before. And these, I need you to come on this journey with me, okay? You're gonna think I'm crazy, but hear me out. So these are also a gold flat, but let me tell you about how these are a fall winter and not a spring summer. You see the difference? So these have a burgundy, black and burgundy lining, rich. The treated bottom, love that. And the gold is different, I'm gonna be honest. And the two-tone, dead. I will just say it's different to me, and there's a use for both. And also, when was the last time, besides earlier this year? Okay. But when was the last time you saw a gold Chanel flat before this year, right? I think it was the year that I got married. I got a champagne gold flat, and that one has a satin toe of all things, which actually it was perfect. They were my wedding shoes, so it was perfect for a wedding to have a satin toe versus like, I don't want a black Chanel flat toe. So the satin toe was great, but they were champagne gold flats. And I swear I haven't seen gold flats since. And these are like gold. Should I have gotten the light gold instead of the dark gold? Maybe, but I just feel like this is gonna be so vibey in the summer. And then this is like a holiday shoe. And you know what this is gonna look really cute with is my cream dress, my tweed dress, and with tights. I just feel like it's good, okay? It's really good, really special, a very good flat. Pull these out. Excuse me. Perfect. I also took a 39. Like I said, coated bottoms. These are a winter flat, right, for the holidays. Lambskin toe, so don't be scuffing it. This is just a leather siding. Let's see if it's lambskin. I think it's lambskin also. This is, oh no, crackled laminated calfskin. So there's that. And these were all $10.50. The price is not on this one, which I think is weird. But it's on this one. And it's on this one. Oh, this is $10.25. Okay, so a little bit less for these. And then these ones were price not listed. Price not listed unless it's under here. And these were $10.75. What? $10.25. Okay, so for quilting, $10.75. For naked bottoms, $10.25. And for a holiday shoe, $10.50. The pricing's very interesting. Oh, but look how good. And then one of these things is not like the others. Oh. But do you see the vision? Are you with me? So anyway, I'm set on shoes for a while. It had to happen. It had to happen. Anytime there's a pink flat, it's like, I mean, come on. I don't really like suede flats because I find that they don't last very long, only if we're gonna do something like this where we don't care and it can be whatever, but so that was the shoes. So that's why I had to be down here because I couldn't have done all that up there. It would have been a hot mess. Even down here, I was dropping shoes. So, okay, moving on. Is that, you guys can probably see this already. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already know. And if you already know, then let's do it again. Okay, as I get up. Oh no, I'm out of frame. Okay, let's adjust our situation. We're coming on up. We're moving on up. I can only stay on my knees for so long, but oh my God, it's not that kind of channel, you guys. Here she is. Do you know what this is? Do you even know how hard this is to get? It's not very often that a piece of Chanel ready-to-wear goes legit viral. It's not very often that a piece of Chanel ready-to-wear is like, they're like, everybody wants it, even people who like aren't buying Chanel ready-to-wear. And so this was a surprise. This actually, the first time this came out was this year for 25p. It came out and nobody was talking about it, and it was also nowhere and nobody knew to order it. But that was the first time it came out. There's like two photos. There's a photo of a woman with a baby with this from 25p. And that's when it was discovered that this trench coat has secret CCs on it that appear in the rain. How genius is that? So this came out again for Nej 25N. I took it in a size 42. It was $6,100. It is V capital T coat. It has the camellia pattern on the inside, actually so pretty. You see that? And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the CCs because it only shows up when wet. Can you not see it? Okay, if I remember, I'll insert a picture, but if I don't remember, I'll post a short or something so that you guys can see it with the CCs because it's so good. It's ruched on the inside, so you might think that it's very free size, and it is, except for this elastic at the waist. So let me just throw it on without the tag in my hair. It is so good. And let me show you guys the buttons, which are like actually really pretty. Is that focusing? Look at how gorge. So it's like a gold inside, and then 4 diamonds, little champagne situ. You see the vision? How do we do this? I'm like so bad at these backwards buttons. You wanna come up with me? Are we coming up? How do I do this? Trying to, oh, I almost dropped you. I almost dropped you. You okay? Are we okay? All right, well, I fully didn't think through this camera angle, but you get the idea. Maybe I could scoot you back. Don't get seasick. Okay, everyone hold on. How chic is that? There's a little gun flap here. Is that what it's called? So I could like button it and then be like completely protected from the rain. Funny thing about this hat, they're like, don't worry about your hair, girl. It's just gonna get wet. It's what it is. I don't know where that's going. Oh, this is a buckle. right? Something like that. It's not that kind of channel, you guys. Little pulls on the sleeve here, and it says Chanel on the buckle. Of course it does. Silver hardware. Is that mixed metal? Is that silver? Silver with gold buttons, although the gold buttons have diamantes in them, so I feel like that's how frigging cute. The jacket. Oh my gosh, I should have brought a bottle of water in here. I'd spray it on myself. I don't have one. I don't have one. But I'll try and put it in a picture. And if I don't put it in a picture, I guess you'll never know. No, I mean, Instagram or a reel or something. So good. Ugh, and then just easy and like lightweight for those of us who like don't have real seasons. I mean, it's been cold here, but it hasn't been like that cold. So I could like literally wear this most days of the year and be comfortable, honestly. So there's that. And I have one more piece of ready to wear. Kind of anticlimactic after these and this. I mean, this is really, let's just say those were the stars of the show. No, I'm not gonna downplay her. You're gonna like this as I'm taking the sweater off, but I have to in order to try this one on for you. So I did a little cruise try on the other day, and I was like, what do you think? Should I get the silk top? Should I get this? Should I get that? And everyone was like, oh my God, that sweater, blah, blah, blah. And so I texted my SA about it, and she was like, good thing you wrote back, because literally as I was running to ring this up for you, like 3 other people were trying to grab it, and she's like, but I got it for you. So here is just a cutesy little 25C cropped crochet sweater situation. I'm breaking all my rules. I said no more white. I said no more sweaters. I said. I don't care what I said. This was a need. Hold on. These little hooks. Ooh, is she stuck? There's a sticker here. Okay, there we go. All right, it's not rocket science. I took this in a 44. It was $38.50. And this is, like I said, buy now, wear later, wear your whole life. Well, no, I don't think we can really do crochet in the winter, let's be honest, even if it's warm. But look at how chic. And there's these little CC hooks. So fun. Oh my gosh, these buttons. They're like kind of artsy, like disco rhinestone acrylic CC. Can you see that? Can you see that? But look at how sweet. Just like a little flower child. Flower power. Okay, but this, imagine this, right? With like light jeans, ripped jeans, and this with like a white tank underneath, or even like a nude tank, so it's kind of like a little more risque with these. You see the vision? You see the vision now? You see how it wouldn't work with these, which are obviously holiday? Okay, I hope so. I hope so. But anyway, that was a sit down cumulative haul situation. This was a long video. We really went into it. I don't think this was a runway piece. But it's kind of sort of like the one with the Raffia Kelly and the shorts, but it's this is more commercial. Sorry, that was a big aside. Yeah, long chit chatty video, but fun. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, and I like that I can go into all the details with you guys. I kind of like do the Chanel Flat PhD with you. This is my Chanel Flat PhD program. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're all having a really great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, talk to you later. Bye guys.